Alright, hey guys, this is Vale, and we are back for episode 4 of our Egypt game, which is going amazingly well. First off, you'll notice I've gotten rid of the yield icons. I didn't actually get any complaints from that, but I feel like it kind of, as much as I like them, they're slightly distracting, I'm sure, and kind of don't look very pretty. So I've gotten rid of those. So hopefully that will help. If anybody was kind of annoyed by those. So in our last episode, we finally took Montezuma's capital and a couple of his other cities. My guess is, judging by the fact that he is not conquered yet, that he still has some city hiding down here. So we are going to push forward and see if we can conquer that. That shouldn't be an issue. We'll see if we can take that city. The only other problem is going to be China's cities, which unfortunately are kind of creeping up on ours. They've been for a while, and as far as I know, she's not too happy with us. She's neutral, but she's upset because we've built a whole bunch of the wonders that I guess she's wanted or something. So, and that's usually not a good thing. So we're going to want to keep some units on this western front here very, very soon. We're going to want to get some over here. What else? A couple of just house cleaning things to do. Somebody requested that I show the cities, so I'm going to do that. Just these 3 cities here that we just conquered, and see what buildings they've got. The capital's got the library, lighthouse, the courthouse, obviously, and the aqueduct. And the windmill's on the way. There's still a whole lot of cities, or a whole lot of buildings, I'm sorry, that still need to be built. Unfortunately, I was attacking the city enough for long enough that he was able to sell a lot of his buildings, I'm sure. Because with the capital, my guess is, because this was the capital, it must have had a whole bunch of buildings that he just didn't have, or he had plenty of time to sell off. This only has a market. This city only has a market, unfortunately. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these, so I'm not even going to try. But because it's not... this city is, but because this city is not in resistance, I can actually purchase this courthouse. So I'm going to do that while we're in this city, just so I can get some happiness back. And I can actually change its production now to start building something useful, like, oh, I don't know. Let's do a... Well, might as well do a library. Though I do want the workshop at some point for the production. But let's start with the library. That's good. So that city only had the courthouse and the market. This city, I don't believe has anything. Yeah, this city has absolutely 0 buildings, which is kind of crazy. But we can't build the courthouse just yet. I'm not sure why it's building an aqueduct, but I guess it doesn't matter because it was still in resistance anyway. But anyway, so let's move on from those. Those are what those cities have. Not a whole lot, but they're good to have just for the science that we're going to get from them anyway. And we've got plenty of happiness, plenty of gold to spare. So, the next thing somebody mentioned was getting whales from Genoa. There are no whales in Genoa, which I mentioned, but there are whales in Tyre. So what I'm thinking of doing is, instead of conquering Tyre, if nobody checked the comment, instead of conquering Tyre, when I have my units over here, I'm just going to make an ally with it. I've got the gold. As far as I know, I should get the whales if I'm an ally. And that'll be better because I'll be able to get the science from these guys with the, where is it? Patronage, scholasticism, social policy, which I should be getting hopefully soon. But anyway, so let's move on. Enough jibber jabber. Let's just get moving. So, let us, it's one turn. Let's just do it, the granary. Refrigeration? Okay. So, let us... A city has a lot of farms, which it does not need. Well, I mean, they're good, but we're going to need to change those at some point soon. But let's move up our units. And that's fine. Now I'd like to move you in, but what I'm going to do instead is just have you attack. And instead I'll move this in. Move this. If it crosses the river, it should be fine. I'll get attacked by the archers, maybe, but meh, they're archers. Not a big deal. And let's send my general up here. And we'll kind of squeeze through this little hole here. Choose production. Let's do... We don't have any buildings that can produce happiness. So we can probably just stick with the stock exchange. Sounds fine. Our population is fine in the city, so I'm not too concerned with that. And our research. So, what we wanted to rush for something. What was it? We wanted to rush for... What's the... Oh, the rocket artillery. Right, yeah. Okay, so what is that going to mean? Alright, that's fine. That's a fine path. I do, at some point, I do want to get the... Where is it? The satellites. So I can reveal the entire map. Because I'm always lazy when I'm exploring, unfortunately. I never explore a whole lot, and I just wait for the satellites, which is so far into the game, but... Peace treaty. Okay, so here's what I can do. They don't have any tradable cities. Well, what's going on? Maybe I have it so that they're completely destroyed when... That may be it. Well, I'm not going to do that. Perhaps I have it set to... They only get completely conquered when all of their units are destroyed. That is a possibility. Alright, let's get shock 3. And I will set up and bombard these dudes and completely annihilate them. Wow. Whew. The artillery literally is like the most overpowered unit in the game before rocket artillery. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to move you up. Nope, he does have a city. Okay, there's one more city here. So let's press forward with everything. Everything we got. You need to heal. I'd like to heal him in the city, but I want to move this guy forward first. And move these guys forward. And I don't want to upset Sidon, but it might be a good idea to become allies. Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I have the gold. Let's become allies. I'll be able to get this kind of left... I'll be able to come in from the left side here. Alright, you're good. And we'll do it that way. You finish the broadcasting tower. This city is just ridiculous. Let's do stock exchange, might as well. More gold is always good. And I'll move you... you're fine there. I don't want to risk losing you. And you heal. You just fortify for there, or for now. Yeah, he does have one final city here, which I will take. I may just destroy it, because it's kind of off the beaten path. It's not really that... it's not really in a good position, so I'll probably just end up destroying it. What I want to do is have you heal... Upgrade you to infantry. Well, let's... why don't I heal you first? Let's do that. Because I'm going to need him to take the actual city itself. This granary has one turn left too, yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of worth it at this point to just buy them for the food. But, can we afford any other... No. Alright, well, let's do the stock exchange first. We'll get the gold out of the way, and then we'll go back to the granary, probably. What are we going to do here? Where are my workers? Like, where are they hiding? I think they're here. Yeah. Alright, so let's start heading you this way. Because I want to improve some of these, like this, actually... Yeah, we'll go that way. I want to start improving some of these mountains, get some production going, and I want to get rid of some of these farms, because there's way too much farmland here. Eiffel Tower, so our happiness has shot up, I think, like 15 or something crazy like that. And what are we going to build in here? We can build a good number of things. The Statue of Liberty, to be honest, is... I mean, it's still worth... For what it gives, to be honest, I don't think it's that worth getting. The Great Engineer points is definitely a plus. And the production from Specialists is okay-ish. But I feel like there's more important things to get in the city, the factory being one of them, which somebody also suggested. So I'm going to go for the factory and just get that out of the way. Can we? We can. Alright, so let's do that. I want to see if I can get any eyeball on the city. I can't. I really can't see the city from here? Alright, we'll just keep healing. We'll find it. Wait, what do you want? Looking for assistance with Siam. Well, I'm not sure what trouble you could be having, but that's probably not going to happen. I suppose you can set up, but I can't actually see the city, which is strange to me. Because you'd think I'd be able to see far enough in... Trade route established. Oh, good, yeah, okay, so our gold shot up some more. There you are. Alright. So now, I can see where that dang city is. And I'm going to upgrade this unit. And... can't move you... I could move you, but there's no real reason to do that. Attack you with that. We'll set you up for next turn. You're done with that road. Good. So you make a mine. You can just sit tight, and you make a... Are these all improved? I don't think they are. I don't think the bananas are improved, so let's go for the bananas. Good job, Sidon. Good job. Distracting tours. Wait, what? Oh, I guess that becomes the capital. Alright, well. I need to get this guy in here. So, perhaps move this guy this way. You can move in there. I really would like to get my artillery set up, but he just moved into the position that I was going to move him in, so I can't do that. But what I can do is move you down. That's fine. And I'll move you here. And move you here. And you can still bombard. And you can bombard these dudes. And maybe we can get that worker, maybe? Possibly. Jeez, these... I feel so bad for Montezuma. They just got completely, like, annihilated. There was, like, no way for them to come back from that. There was just so much... They were set back so much early in the game. Partly from attacking me for no apparent reason. I don't know why they did that. Great merchant has been born in Thebes, which we saw coming from just a couple of turns ago. But let us set up all of these guys. And we will bombard... I need to move you in. You in. And you actually... Why don't you start heading back west? Because we're not going to need him for this at all. Okay, and you attack. And you 8 damage. Whew. And you attack. And we should be able to take it in 1 or 2 turns, depending on how quickly that artillery can get there. Okay, so this merchant, we can send it over and conduct a mission. What does it give? A lot of gold and relations. Okay. Or we can just pop a golden age. To be honest, I honestly think a golden age is going to net us more gold than the trade mission. So I think what I will do, but becoming allies with Tyr might be a good idea for those whales. I think what we're going to do is just do the golden age. We'll get extra production too, which is good. And a lot of extra gold, and that's for 7 turns too, so you just got to multiply that by the gold per turn. And I believe it comes out to more. If not, so be it. I'm not a big fan of merchants. I'm usually more a fan of the scientists and engineers because they are baller. I'm going to go... I don't need... Well, siege would be good, but I want to get the +3 promotions. That way I can get the extra attack and extra range kind of bonuses from them. So I'm going to actually attack. So I'm going to attack with all my units that can attack, so they get experience, which definitely remember to do if you can. Yeah, they can attack in 1 turn. So I'm going to move up, and you can bombard. But yeah, attack with all of your artillery units, all of your range units, because they'll still get experience. It's not even going to kill the city, but they'll get experience from it. Oh, I stand corrected. These two did, though, so it was still worth it to do it that way, but these guys did not. We'll upgrade them to riflemen, so let's give you a barrage. Yeah, so I guess you don't get the experience for attacking the city at 1 health, but it's still worth it if even the city is... Even if the city has enough damage or has so little damage that you can attack it and take it over with 1 infantry or whatever, it's still much better to attack with your ranged units till it hits 1. That way they get experience too. So I'm going to take over this city, which should conquer Montezuma. Yes. Now what are we going to do with the city? It'll only decrease our unhappiness by 7. What does it give us? It doesn't really give us a whole lot, though. Is my only contention. Can raise the city. Or just create a puppet. -4 unhappiness. What do we want to do? Pillage. Give us 7. Well, we're going to get 77. I'm fairly certain anyway. We already did. I really honestly don't think there's any reason not to take it, I guess. I mean, might as well. We have the happiness now. We're not going to be taking any cities in the near future. So I'm just going to take it. And we are going to figure out what we're going to do next. Let's move you here for now. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just fortify. What I should have done was check to see if he would give me anything, but I'm pretty sure he was completely broke. I'm pretty sure he had nothing. Alright. So that is good. We're all good here. You could... Oh. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So we'll purchase a courthouse here. This is in 5 turns, so I'm willing to let that slide for now. So why don't you build me a... How much would this give? +1. Is this improved? It is. Alright. I'd like to do a workshop, but it's so... Yeah, these are really costly. So let's just stick with something small like a monument or something. I need to get a worker out here to improve the tiles, so maybe I'll send one of the ones that are up there this way. And instead of fortifying... Yeah, no, just fortify. What I'd like to do, or what I'm thinking of doing, and you can actually move down... And you move down this way. And you can move all the way here. So what I was thinking of doing was keeping my units here and waiting till I get satellites, and then seeing where this area leads. So, because if this loops around and comes back up here, then I might as well just keep my units down here and just take cities out just all along here. Which is definitely a possibility that I'm considering. Yeah, China is pissed at India. It looks like he's still got his city here, and he's got another city that he just, I believe, just founded. Well, I guess not just, because it's got 4 citizens, but, or 4 population, but pretty recently. Alright, so you're done with that. So you can build me, you have that fish, so why don't we improve that? So send it to work, but it's 1 turn, not a big deal. Yeah, and I did end up getting the whales from these guys. Alright, let's do... +1 fruit from ocean tiles is fairly good, although there's not a lot of ocean here. So I'm just going to go with the workshop. And next turn. Ooh, a unit. Cavalry? Really? Such a sucky unit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gift it. I'm just going to gift it back to them. Yes. Enjoy. And you head this way. And you're done with that. So the last thing that you really could potentially build that's of any use right now is the hospital. So why don't you do that? You could build, well, he can build the walls at some point soon anyway, too. Alright, let's keep our happiness up. So we'll go for a theater. You can build me a factory. We'll get the production buildings out first. Get them out of the way. China's become a nuisance. I'm sure she has, but not for me, so no thanks. You both can duke it out. What I meant to do last turn, actually, which I'm going to do this turn, you can just sit tight there. I'm going to send my... I don't think my ironclad can actually go out. But I want to make a boat that does. So I'm going to do that. Not in this city, though. I might as well go for the garden, why not? You're done with that. Alright. That's done, that's done. Not sure why there's a trading post on the hill, I guess that was from before. You can go there. And I really shouldn't, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to switch this off for now and just get a caravel. Just real quick, 4 turns. I want to be able to see what's down in the ocean, down south. So. President Darius of Persia. With who? Siam. No. Yeah, see, everybody sees me as a threat, so they're all asking for my help. Which I am not going to give them. Alright. Courthouse is done. This actually has decent production, but we will keep at it, so we'll give it the workshop, we'll give it the windmill, all of those basic kind of production buildings. Fine by me. We're just going to keep pumping out... Oh, you're done with that. Okay, so you head this way. We're just going to keep pumping out turns here. headquarters has grown. That's plenty good. Caravel's done. Okay. Head this way. Let's see what the heck's going on over here. I am extremely curious. And you can go back on Stock Exchange. And... okay, go for the hospital. They've already got enough my population is through the roof. That's what I need to be doing is research agreements. Alright, let's see if anybody wants to do one. What do you... What happened here? Where'd you... Oh, right. Yeah, you're still stuck. So, just sit tight. Alright, what's going on? Choose production. Okay, in Thebes, we can pump out a lot of buildings here quick. Like this one would be pretty good. Monastery, of course, is always good. It's no maintenance. It's a no maintenance. Garden is... we should have had this decades ago. So let's just start getting these out. We'll get Colosseum. Let's just start pumping out these buildings. Thebes should be our biggest city, and I don't think it is, so... ah, Sydney's got whales. Alright, so this is a humongous, like, gap. We were kind of right in between, I'm pretty sure. Colosseum's done, good. Watermill, a little bit more production, a little bit faster buildings. Opera House, no, Granary. Granary, it's not going to give us anything except for 2 food. But I guess there's not a whole lot of... well, there is. I don't know. You can just stick on the castle. At some point, we're actually going to end up just sticking these guys on science focus completely. Like this one, you can start building the walls and the defenses because we're right on that border with China. That might be a smart idea. And... let's see. There's really not a whole lot of gold here. It's only 10 base. This is only going to give us like 3 gold for 15 turns. Which is not terribly worth it right now. But there's not a whole lot else that it can build. We do the monastery. Let's do that. It's a free maintenance, or no maintenance building. So why not? It's so weird. The game feels like naked without the tiles on. I may turn them back on for the next episode, but I will push through it this time.